Aries, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Aries love reading. Today we are going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you here in December 2024. We're also going to look at what they're really thinking about you, what their intentions are toward you, and what their most likely actions are going to be toward you as we move through the rest of 2024 and beyond. And then I'm going to finish the reading off by getting you some advice from the universe on how to best navigate the situation you're finding yourself with this person, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, kind of how you should play it so things work out in the way that's best for you. So let's get on with it. Let's get 3 cards for how does Aries romantic person of interest really feel about Aries in December 2024. One stuck in the deck here. What we got? Well, underlying their feelings for you, Page of Wands. Pages are messengers, so this would be news and messages and communications about passion and desire, passionate messages. It's also the minor arcana version of the Fool. And the Fool is about taking this blind leap of faith, just like saying, screw it and going for it. I'm going to leap off this cliff and I'll figure out how to grow wings on my way down. Well, this is a much more toned down version of that kind of an energy. This is someone who has the willingness to take the very first steps down some brand new path towards something that there's passion or desire for. Could be passionate communicating, could be having the willingness to do something here. I got another page right behind that. This is probably news messages and communications of some kind, but this is an energy of someone who is trying to learn something or trying to figure something out. I get this card a lot when there's some snooping going on, some spying, somebody like investigating something, researching something, like digging for information, trying to learn something. This could be you spying on the person and figuring out that they were passionately communicating somewhere. This could be a lot of different things. Technically, what I'm doing right now qualifies as the Page of Swords because I'm snooping around in your energy trying to figure out what's going on. This could be someone that you know that saw something and came and told you about it. You could have found some information accidentally. You could have been looking for it. I got 2 communication cards in a row, one about passion and desire, and then I got 3 of cups right behind that. This is Cancer energy. This has got 2 meanings. The first meaning is about being united and celebrating, or even being reunited and celebrating, like getting back together. The other meaning is it can be a third-party love triangle because we have 3 cups of love in the picture here. So it could be we got somebody else going on in the background, and if you don't know yet, you probably have some clues that you might be looking at here or trying to uncover something about that. That's what's underlying their feelings toward you, Aries. In their actual feelings, I got the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. 5s are conflict or change. This is an abandonment. This is being cast aside, being left out in the cold, being discarded, walked away from. This is a breakup kind of an energy. It can indicate a financial loss or something devastating financially or in terms of physical assets and resources. But this is usually a breakup kind of an energy here, or feeling not good enough or feeling abandoned in some way. I have 6 of Cups next, which is Scorpio energy of the past. This is thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, the good old days, the way things used to be between the 2 of you. It represents a deep emotional connection between the 2 of you, even though there has been some sort of a breakup. It can also indicate something from the past coming back up again, something that's already happened, happening again, or even someone from the past making some kind of a comeback here. 10 of Wands is next in their feelings toward you, Aries. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that's being carried and it's weighing them down. This is a 10, and in tarot, 10s are completion energies. So this is supposed to be the completion of a burden. In other words, them getting to the spot where they can lay this burden down and move on without it. People don't always do that. I've got that tied directly to something from the past, either something happening again that was already burdensome or them being burdened by some element of their past, whether that's another person or a piece of themselves, but we have a breakup tied to that. That's their feelings. Let's take a look at what this person is thinking about you here in December 2024. Let's get 3 cards for what do they think about Aries in December 2024, please. Okay, we're taking an extra card. No big deal. underlying their thinking about you, Aries. Temperance. This is the Sagittarius Major Arcana card. This is a card of patience. At its core, it's about blending two things together to make something new, but doing it little bits at a time, not being in a big hurry, being able to make some fine-tuning adjustments along the way to make it so it's just right. This is sometimes reconciliation energy. I also get this energy a lot when something is really badly out of whack, and this is like a recalibration of that, trying to like even things back out and bring it back into balance. This is looking maybe like we got somebody from the past that we're trying to reconcile with. I got the moon right behind it. This is Pisces energy. This is fear, worry, and anxiety, usually based on uncertainty. When the moon's out, it's dark outside. You can't see your own hand in front of your face, so it's really hard to see the full path in front of you. And not being able to tell, am I going the right direction? Should I turn around and go the other way? Was this even the right path for me to begin with? Just that uncertainty alone can cause fear, worry, and anxiety in somebody. So it can represent that. Also, when it's dark outside, things can be hidden in the dark. So it can represent something being hidden from you, some secret being kept. It would be weird if this was talking about patience and trying to keep something secret that I'm having patience with. It's feeling more like trying to keep something secret about blending two things together or reconciling in some sense. I have Knight of Pentacles right behind that. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is very slow forward movement on something. Getting ahead of myself, but the final card that came out in their thinking is the Hanged Man. When you're going through the Knight of Pentacles, it's really hard to tell the difference between that and the Hanged Man, because this is something that's moving so slow that it feels like no progress is happening. It feels like nothing's moving, even though it is. It's just really, really slow. This would be like actual progress being halted here. Another meaning to the Knight of Pentacles is it can represent a person who knows what they're supposed to do but doesn't do it for some reason. He's got the Ace of Pentacles in his hand, the seed of abundance, but the fields in the background are completely empty because he hasn't planted the seed yet. He knows he's supposed to. He's looking right at it, but he hasn't done it for some reason. Likewise, it can represent the opposite of that. It can represent a person who knows what they're not supposed to do, but they do it anyway. He knows he's not supposed to just sit here and do nothing, but that's exactly what he's doing. I've got an energy of patience here and a really, really slow moving energy and some fear, worry, anxiety, uncertainty, or even something being kept hidden in the middle of those two things. When I look at what their actual thinking is, excuse me, I get the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Emperor, and that Hanged Man that I showed you already. King of Pentacles is Taurus or Virgo energy. This is usually husband type energy. It doesn't necessarily mean legally married husband. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're married to this person, although it could mean that. This could be someone that is viewing themselves as husband material. This is half of the equation that builds the Ten of Pentacles. The King and the Queen of Pentacles build that. That Ten of Pentacles is a combined together life, building a life together, living together, having some sort of a family, doing something similar to like a living together or combined together life. I'm missing the Queen. This could be someone who's trying to build their life around you, or is in some sense was viewing themselves that way. This could mean that they're married to someone else, maybe someone from their past that they had some sort of breakup with. This King of Pentacles is connected to this abandonment, breakup type of an energy. I've seen Three of Cups, which could be getting back together. I've got Temperance here, which could be getting back together and keeping something secret. Also, in their thinking, I have the Knight of Cups, which is actions toward love and emotions, trying to move forward with romantic offers, romantic gestures, trying to move forward in some sort of a love connection or a love offer, advance that in some way. That's tied directly to something from their past or someone from their past. Next, I have the Emperor, which is the Aries Major Arcana card. Now, this could be telling me that they're trying to move in your direction here, but that's not what it's really feeling like, especially because this Aries Major Arcana card is tied directly to the burden that's weighing them down and holding them back. This is an energy of taking control, taking charge of a situation. This is a master manifester in the sense of it's someone who has all the tools and abilities and resources to put together a plan to get what they want and then execute the plan to get what they want. Looks like what they're wanting to do is move forward. I did see that Knight of Wands, or excuse me, Page of Wands, where there's the willingness to take the first steps. Also feeling like this is partly your person's energy here. I've got this something being hidden from you type of an energy in the background, and notice how big his throne is. You can't even see the background of the card behind him because what's going on behind his back is none of your business. He's the boss, he's the emperor, he makes the rules, and he doesn't need anyone else to look behind him to see what's going on. Then I've got this Hanged Man, progress being halted, no forward movement happening, things being stuck at a dead standstill. Now, the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective than normal, a different point of view than he would normally look at things from. And he's doing that trying to figure out what has me stuck, how do I get unstuck, how do I move forward the way that I want. It could just be trying to look at things from a different perspective, but notice that they're looking at things from a different perspective. Things are external to us. They're not looking at themselves from a different perspective. They're not looking at this from like, what do I adjust about me so I can move forward? It's like, what do I adjust externally to me so that I can move forward? Sometimes this is the blame game. It's not my fault things are stuck. It's your fault. It's not my fault. It's this person from my past. It's this past thing that's burdening me here. It could be it's you trying to control everything. You make me feel like I'm not good enough. It's some element of it's not me. It's something external to me that needs adjusting here, which is almost never entirely true. Like, very rare is it that some external problem shows up in our life where we didn't first create it internally before it happened externally here. But let's take a look at what this person's intentions are toward you, Aries, as we move through December 2024. What are this person's intentions? Thank you. Okay. Underlying their intentions. Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. She represents speaking the truth on something and then cutting off a thing or a person that is no longer in their best interest. I get this card a lot when there is a severing in a connection, is someone being cut away. I've got Queen of Pentacles here. So I mentioned her when I was talking about the King of Pentacles. Now I've got the counterparts. I also have two different Queen energies right back to back in your person's intentions. This looks like speaking the truth on something and cutting away wife, or like I said with the King, it's not always like legally married husband and wife. Sometimes this is boyfriend and girlfriend, or the two people that live together, or the two people that are in like a committed relationship together, trying to build a life together. And I've got an energy of severing that here. I don't know if I mentioned it, that's Capricorn energy. And I have Five of Wands behind it. Again, fives are conflict. Wands are about desire or passion. So this is a conflict in desires, an internal conflict where a piece of me probably wants one thing and another piece of me wants basically the opposite of that. And now I'm torn between those two, and I'm playing this internal battle of tug of war in terms of what it is that I actually want here. Can represent competition even. We could have two different queens in the picture, you being one of them and someone else being another one, and maybe they're torn and conflicted about that. Maybe they're just conflicted about whether to tell you the truth about something. I did see the moon, something being hidden. I got that Page of Wands in the background again. Passionate messages happening, a willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. When I look at what their intentions are toward you, Aries, I get Two of Swords, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands. Two of Swords is Libra energy. Twos are decisions. This is a decision that needs to be made, only it hasn't been made yet. The person on the card's blindfolded. The blindfold can represent, I just don't have enough information available to me to make a decision yet, which is why I haven't made it. The blindfold can also represent blinders that someone is wearing. In other words, there's something here that I don't want to see, something I don't want to look at, and being in denial about something is preventing me from making a decision. Sometimes this is just a stubborn energy where I'm just choosing not to decide, which is still a choice, but that is connected directly to this husband or other half of the equation of building a life together person, and this idea of abandonment, discarding, breakup. I have the Queen of Swords on the bottom. This is looking to me like I have to make a decision here, and I'm intending probably to walk away. I got 8 of Cups, which is Pisces energy. This is emotionally detaching from something, and then probably physically detaching, physically walking away. The person on the card is walking away from 8 full cups of love, and they're doing that because they think there's something better out there than what they currently have. Sometimes this is your person thinking the grass might be greener on the other side of the fence, which is probably the case because I've got connected to this detaching energy, this moving forward romantically, making romantic offers and gestures, trying to advance a cup of love some direction, and someone from the past or something from the past coming back up. This could be that we've got a history of them detaching emotionally and then moving forward somewhere else, or it could be someone from their past that they're trying to do that with and they just haven't actually decided to do it yet. 8 of Wands is next in their intentions. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a very fast moving energy. The only thing faster than this is the Chariot. This is very fast, like back and forth, passionate communications happening. This could be rapid forward movement or rapid progress on something there's a lot of passion and desire for. It can indicate travel. We got a couple of cards out here that could indicate travel. A lot of times this is just so much happening. It's like so much energy coming at someone all at one time that it's too much to process, too much to deal with all at once. It's like taking a drink of water out of a fire hose or something. It's just an overwhelming amount of energy. It can make a person feel overwhelmed. I've got this Emperor Aries energy above that. They could be feeling overwhelmed by you, like too much control is coming at them. They're burdened by that, whatever that is. This could also be them trying to like take control of being able to move forward, and maybe even take control of keeping this thing stuck between the two of you. This card is the only thing that doesn't have anything to go with it in the column, just this idea of things being stuck and them probably placing the blame on that externally to themselves. That's their feelings, their thoughts, and their intentions. You know how people are. What we intend to do, what we actually follow through with aren't always the same thing. So I'm going to take a look at what this person's most likely actions are going to be toward you as we move through the rest of December 2024. What are their most likely actions toward Aries, please? No, not coming? Okay. One hiding in there. Don't necessarily dig this. Underlying their most likely actions. Temperance. Again, Sagittarius Major Arcana card. This is patience. It's being able to make some fine-tuning adjustments along the way, not needing to do everything all at once and like make adjustments as we go along so things are just right. This can be reconciliation. If this is reconciliation, it's not with you, it's with someone from their past and someone that they're trying to move forward toward. I've got the Moon again, keeping something hidden from you, keeping something secret. I've got this Moon sticking out to me really prevalently here in this Eight of Cups, and it's also shown here in the Two of Swords. They're thinking about leaving, and probably thinking about trying to reconcile with someone from their past. And I don't think they're cluing you in on this. No, there's something they know they're supposed to do and they're not doing it. Or there's something that they know they're not supposed to do and they're doing it anyway. And again, I'm feeling like patience involved in this. And probably things haven't been moving for a period of time. I'm seeing the period of time here in their most likely actions. What we have is the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy, lying, cheating, deception, sneaking around, trying to get away with something that I shouldn't be trying to get away with. Now, that's not the only meaning of the card. Sometimes this card can represent self-preservation, as in them not wanting to get hurt. Notice the guy on the card is stealing 5 of these 7 swords. The 5 of Swords represents a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. So he's stealing those swords in order to not be hurt, to not have those swords used against him. So it can represent not wanting to get hurt. It can also represent leaving something behind, because he can only carry 5 of the 7 swords and he leaves these other 2 behind. It's interesting that the 2 of Swords is connected to that, a decision that needs made that hasn't been made yet. I think it hasn't been acted on yet. Maybe. If it has been acted on, well, it doesn't make sense why there would be lying and deception if it hasn't been acted on yet. I've got the 9 of Pentacles next, which is a single energy. I've referenced the 10 of Pentacles when I talked about the King and the Queen building the 10 of Pentacles together, the combined together life. This is a step backwards from that. This is Virgo energy. It's a single energy. This is being physically single, physically by myself, physically independent, stable. I don't need you to physically or financially take care of me. I can take care of that on my own. It doesn't always mean a person is single, although based on it being connected to lying and sneaking around and detaching and walking away and moving forward with someone from the past. This is either them in trying to become single and likely to succeed at becoming single, or this is them still being sneaky and deceptive and lying and presenting themselves in the physical world as if they're single when they're not. I've got 7 of Pentacles with that, which is Taurus energy. This is a period of time either where this person is pausing to reflect and take stock of the situation and trying to decide, is this ever going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles that I really want? Or is this not going to pan out and maybe I should cut my losses and move on? It can also represent a period of time where the seeds have already been planted on something. And it would be kind of like if you go plant the seed for an apple tree in your backyard right now, you're not going to come out tomorrow and get apples. It doesn't work that way. There's a lag time from when we plant the seed till the thing is fully developed and you can harvest from it and reap a reward from it. And this can represent that period of time where I've already done something. I've already planted the seeds on something and I've just been waiting on it to pan out. That could be why I've got the Hanged Man here all by itself in this column where things weren't moving. I've seen patience twice. I've seen keeping things hidden while everything's moving really slowly in the background. Got King of Wands behind that. This is the passion and desire king. This is someone who's driven and motivated and determined, not just in the general sense, but in the wand sense. The wand is the phallic symbol of the deck, sexual energy. So it's someone who's driven and motivated by passion, desire, sexual energy. This is looking to me like this person has had something going on for a period of time, probably communicating a lot with someone from their past, trying to advance forward with someone from their past. If it's not a person from their past, then this is a past behavior of theirs repeating itself. Scoot this over a little bit and get some more room, and we will take a look at your advice for how to navigate this, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should play this so things work out in the way that's best for you. Okay, what do we got here? I think one may have flipped down here. Nope. Let's get one more, please. One more. There we go. Thank you. Underlying your advice, Aries, 4 of Wands. This is Aries energy. 4s are about stability. This is stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the connection. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. This is the stage in the manifesting process where something actually happens. You're not waiting on it here. You're not trying to decide what you want. This is it showing up, being stable in the physical reality, and it can be celebrated. I've got the Magician right behind that, the Mac Daddy Master Manifester. So 2 cards in a row we're mentioning manifesting. This is a person whose thoughts and actions shape the world around them to be in alignment with what their will desires. He's got all 4 aces in front of him. The aces are the ones of the 4 suits. Again, 1111 being mentioned 2 cards in a row. So this is you actively trying to manifest something, I think. There's a plan for the future in the background, Page of Pentacles. This is an early stage plan for the future, a not fully developed plan for the future. Could be communicating about some physical opportunity presenting itself as well. This is looking like you have, oh yeah, your plan has been thrown off balance. You're trying to create a stable home, stable family with this person, trying to create that, had a plan for creating that. But then I got 2 Pentacles here, which is Capricorn energy. 2s are choices. This is a choice between these 2 physical things that I can't have both of at the same time. And I got to pick one. Do I want this one or that one? Should I or shouldn't I? Do I or don't I? It's like an off balance, 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. It can also represent, while you were steady manifesting this early stage plan for the future together, this person could have been juggling 2 different people. You and probably this person from their past. When I look at your actual advice, I get 2 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Well, I got 7, 9, and 10 of Pentacles in the middle of all this. That's progressing forward physical energy here. Got swords surrounding it. This 2 of Swords we've already seen in your person's energy, Libra energy, of a decision that needs made that hasn't been made yet. This is the only 2 of Swords I've ever seen where the person on the card is not blindfolded. Here, she's got the blinders off. She sees clearly what's going on, and she's going to make her decision based on having all of the information. She's either got the information now, or she's no longer in denial about the information. So this is looking like you making a decision based on having the info now. 7 of Wands. This is Leo energy. It's a defensive energy, defending your position, defending your stance on something, being willing to fight for what's important to you, fight to protect something that you believe in or that you desire. Could be willing to fight for the connection here, but I don't know that that's it. I think maybe this is you defending yourself and defending your position and being able to see clearly what's going on now. If you were trying to manifest this early stage plan, this is looking to me like seeing that that plan isn't what's going to work. I need to come up with a new one and fight for what's important to you and not put this person on a pedestal above you. I got 9 of Pentacles in the center of your advice. I think maybe this is what you're fighting against right now. This is single energy. Saw this in the center of your person's most likely actions. It's showing up in the center of your advice. You're probably going to find yourself single here, not physically together. This is a very unique 9 of Pentacles, though. The lady on the card is holding a squirrel in her hand, and she's looking at the squirrel like, oh, you poor thing, and it's got a black bag over its head. It can't see what's going on. This is really a metaphor for 2 different parts of yourself. There's one part of you that's probably had the blinders on and not wanting to see something. But now there's this other part of you that can see what's going on. And I think the fight that you're having here is more of an internal struggle than it is a struggle with this person. It's about whether or not do you want to take the bag off of your head and see things as they actually are instead of how you want them to be. I've got 10 of Pentacles next, which is the next step up from this 9 of Pentacles. This is physically by myself. This is physically combined together life, building a life together, maximum stability, abundance, prosperity. I think that's where you were trying to get to, and I think that's probably what you were fighting to get to. But this thing that you weren't seeing, I think that was preventing it. And now you can see it. At least a piece of you can. And then I've got Queen of Swords next, which again is Libra energy. We've seen this in your person's energy. This is speaking the truth on something and then cutting off the thing or the person that is no longer in your best interest. This is a severing type of an energy here. So I've got you seeing what's clearly going on, you knowing the truth now, probably fighting to take the bag off of your head and severing what's no longer in your best interest. Now, if you still have questions about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Aries love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation, and I'll see you in the next video.